graphics. Now, if you look at the front of the screen, you see a question on ellipses that is displayed there, and the question goes like this. It says, draw a 120 millimeter length of the right hand ellipse. So the length of the thread, right, is 120 millimeter of the right hand single start square thread, 100 millimeter outside diameter, and 36 millimeter pitch. Now, if I should write out my parameters, right, we are told that the length of the thread is given as 120 millimeter, right, and it is a right hand and also is a single start. So since a single start, it means the length is equal to what? The pitch. So that's the keyword. Now, the outside diameter, let me get d outside is equal to what? 100 millimeter, and the pitch is given as what? 36 millimeter, right? So in this case, the pitch is equal to what? The length, right? Now we are not given the internal diameter, but we know very well that the internal diameter, right, is given as the outer diameter minus 2 times what? The threading depth. That again, times the threading depth. Let's call it the threading depth. Now, this is what we have here, equation what? Equation 1. But for the threading depth, the threading depth is equals to what? That is 0.64 times the threading pitch. So 0.64 is the constant multiplied by what? The threading pitch. So if I put this way, we know that the pitch is what? 36. So I'll say 0.64 multiplied by what? 36, and that's going to give us 36.9. That will give us 23.04, right? So we have 23.04 millimeter. Now if I put it here, so my internal diameter now, di, will now be equals to the outer diameter, which is 100, minus 2 multiplied by what? The threading depth, which is what? 23.04. So 23.04 multiplied by 2, that is going to give us 46. So 100 minus 46.08, and that will give us 53.92 millimeter. So we've gotten the internal, and the radius for the internal will be, if I divide this by 2, the rest will be what? 26.96, right? So the radius, arrow radius of this will give us what? 26.96, while the radius for the outer diameter will give us what? 50 millimeter. So what I'll do after doing this calculation is that I'm going to go into my drawing sheet, and I'm going to draw a horizontal line this way, right? And I'm also going to draw the vertical line also this way. So I'll put it this way. Right? So in doing that, on my meter rule, since we said the external diameter is 50, so what would I do? I'm going to measure 50 on my meter rule. So from 0 to 5 is the radius 50, right? So I'll place it here. I'm going to draw a semicircle 50. How good? I'll draw a semicircle 50 facing in this direction, because if I should complete it this way, right, if I should complete it this way, this half side of my circle is the right side, while this other side is the left side. So if I project the right side is the right hand, if I project the left side is what? The left hand. So let's move forward. Now the radius for the internal diameter, as we calculated earlier, is giving us what? 26.96, right, which is approximately 27. So if I should go on my meter rule, I'm going to measure 26.96, right? So this will give us from here, this is 0, and this is what? 20, 25, 26, right? 26.96 will be somewhere around there, approximately 27. Is that okay? So I will come on this, and I'm going to draw my semicircle this way. Now I've gotten both the internal and what? And the external, right? So what I'm going to do here now is that, let me take it up a little bit, is that I'm going to divide this my circle into 12, right? But before I do that, we were told earlier that the length of the thread is what? 120. So from this point here, I will draw a line and I'll measure 120, right? So let's do that and see. So I'll take this to this point and I'll draw a line straight down. Then I'll measure it to be what? 120. So from this point, 120 will be from here, from 0 to 12. So it's stopping here. Is that taking? From 0 to 12. Now I will close it up. So in closing it up, first of all, let me rule this. So if I rule this, I'm going to have this way, right? And I will close this up at first. I'll close it up. So that is the length 120, and we are given that the pitch is 36, right? So let's see how many pitch you can bring out from 120. So let's see. So my meter rule, let me use my rule here. If I measure, this is 36 here, alright, you can see that this is 35, 36 at this point here. So from here to here is 36, that is one pitch, right? I'll go again, let me just take this from this point to this point. I'll move to the other side, this is 2, and from here again to this point, this is 3. Since they did not tell us how many pitch, how many ton, if it's 1 ton, 1 complete ton, 2 complete ton, so you can do it. I can stop either in the first pitch, or you stop in the second pitch, or in the third pitch. Now this is 3 ton, because first pitch 1 ton, second ton, and third ton, right? But in the question did not specify how many tons, so you can stop in any of the ton, but I will advise you to stop at the second ton. Now the next thing I'll do is I will draw vertical lines. Before the vertical lines, I will divide here into what? Into 12. So if I divide it into 12, I'll be having I'll take my compass, I'll place it at this end here. You see my compass at this end, and take it to the center here. You can see that, right? So I'm going to cut left, up, and down. I'll place it at this point here. I'll cut here, and I place at this point also. I'll cut here. So with the help of my rule, I'm going to draw this point towards the center. So this to the center, this to the center, this to the center, this to the center. So this is what we have here, right? So I divide it into 12. If I've drawn the other part of the circle, it will be 12. I divide it into this amount to increase the accuracy of this our thread. Now what I'll do is, since I divide my circle into 12, that means I need to divide each of my pitch into 12. So if you divide 36 by 12, divide the pitch by 12, you'll be having 3. So 3 millimeter each, right? So you can use your line division and do that, or you can do that manually. So if I should use my line division to achieve that height, I'll be having this. So I'll be having this. Let's take this direction. So I'll just place my set square at this point, and I'll draw an horizontal line. Right? So if I draw an horizontal line, I can do it for every section if I want to. Just draw my line this way. Can you see that? At any given direction. Can you see that? So I'm going to divide here into 12. So dividing into 12, I'll have something like this. With the help of my compass, remember your line division, this will be from here. I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So these are the 12s that we have here, right? So what I'll do is, where am I targeting? I'm targeting this point here, the first pitch, right? So I can use, with the help of my rule, right, I can place it this way, this point to this point, using your line division. So look at what I want to do. So I'll target from here to this point. That is from the 12th point to the point I want to divide, which is this, right? So in doing that, I might take any of my meter rule, maybe my T-square, and I'll place it at the edge of it this way. Can you see that? So after getting the point, I'll ensure that I didn't shake. I adjust my meter rule, you can see. So this is the first point, right? Then I'll go to the second point, which is this. I'm going to need the second one. I don't have to draw the line, but if you want to draw it, you can also draw it if you want to. I'll go to the third point. This is what we have here. I can easily be drawing them if I want to the fifth point. Sixth point, just like that. If you can remember your line division, just like you can watch the video on line division and get to understand what I'm doing. So I'm moving this while my T-square is constant. Right? So if I do that, I'll go to the next one. Now if you look at this, you've done this part, you also do for the other part also with the same at any angle of your choice, right? Any angle, you can try to do this. I will come here also and do the same thing, but I'll wait first. So I'll divide this into 12 also. So in doing that, with any given radius on my compass. I'll place it here. I'll mark again. This is 1, this is 2, 3, and up to what? Up to 12. After doing that, you repeat the same process, right? You take the last point, right? End of the point, you take the last point to touch here. You can see that. The last point, right? So you draw it to touch this. Or you use your meter rule or your T-square or any straight rule, and you place it at the end, just like I did the previous one. Here, do your line division, and you'll be moving them each by each, right? So this, go to the next one, you do this. Go to the next one, you do this. Just like that until you get all what you want. Now this is what we have. So we've done for the first pitch, for the second pitch, and you do for the third one also. By just taking any, just like the other one, you draw this, right? And you're going to divide it. Or you can use an alternative method. By using your rule, if you divide 36 by 12, you'll be having 3. So you can just use your rule, and it's a manual way of doing it. Just place your rule. Let me say you start from 4, right? Then let me zoom it so you see what I'm actually talking about. Let me zoom it up. You start from 4 and you start counting 3. So this is 0. The one you're starting for is 0. This is 1, 2, 3, the first point. That one will be 0. The next one will be 1, 2, 3, second point. That will be 0. This one will be 1, 2, 3, third point. That will be 0. This one will be 1, 2, 3, and so on. And so on. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right? Just like that. So that's what you have. Right? So this is the alternative way of doing it. You divide the pitch by the amount of division you divide the circle, and you start counting if you don't want to do that of line division method. Now after you've done that, the next thing you will now do is that you're going to project those points upward, right? You project those points upward. So we'll be doing that, projecting those points upward. So let me take it down a little bit. So let's project this point upward. So take my rule to this point here, right? And I'll take this straight up. I'll take this too. This is what I'll do for everything. Right? We're taking all those points upward, all those points. You can see that? The next one too. We take it upward. So we complete that process. Now you're going to have this, right? So watching this, so what you do first of all, we can say this is 0, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is what? 6. So we can be moving forward and so on and so forth. So I can say that this point is my 0. Let me just write it out. Or better still, I can start from the top or anywhere I want to start from. So this is my 0. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll start again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? That is one turn. So I will start with my external circle first to make things easier for me. When I mean external circle, where the line meets the external circle, I'll project it. So let's do that. So I'm going to project it from here, take it straight down. I'll come to this one too. From here, I'm going to take it straight down. Right? I'm going to take it straight down. From the external one also is already, that one is there on its own. So I'll go to this next one. I'll take it down. I'll go to the next one. I'll take it down right? So this is what I've done. I've done that of the external part. So we'll start moving. This is 0, the next one is 1, where 1 meets 1, right? The next one is 2, where 2 meets 2, so just begin up. The external, when 3, the next one is 3, 3 meets 3, right? Then the next one is 4, this is 4. The next one is what? Is 5, this is 5. And the next one is what? 6, this is 6. Right? That is for the external. So I can use my rule and join it together as in my French curve. So using my French curve is what I'm going to do. Take my French curve. I will take 3 points at a time first, like this. Ensure that those 3 points are meeting. You can see that. So I'm going to join them together. Right? So take this. See that, and I'll turn the French curve to the other side also. I'll get this 3 point also. See that? This is what I'm going to do, and I'll join this together with this. Probably with this 3 point there. That again. So I'll just join this. And I'll come here also, I'll do the same thing here too. I'll join this. That's the first one. Now, I'm going to roll this to the next 6. So this will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? That's the next 6. So I'll roll a straight line to the next 6. This is what I'm going to do. Take my meter rule and I'll tick in from here to the next 6. You can see that. And from here also, I'll move to this next 6. So this is the next 6 here, so I'll tick in it to that point. You can see that. Now the next thing I'll do is this. I'll start taking the measurement from here. Now this is 0 to 6, right? And this is another 0 to 6. So I'll start taking it to be decreasing. So this is 6. The next one is what? 5. The next one is what? 4. This one is what? 3. Right? The next one is what? 2. This one is what? 1. Then back to what? 0. So I'll use my French curve and I'm going to join them together using this. So first of all, I'll take this 3. Right? So I'll take this 3 first. Then I'll switch it the other way. I'll take the next 3. Right, so I'm going to take one of this and connect these two together and show that they are meeting. So what I'm doing, so let's come here, and I'll do here too, same thing. I'm going to join here too. Right, so this is what we have for the first one. So what we'll do again is this. The next one will start from where this ends. So if you trace this line straight downward, that is from the next 6, this one will start. So this is 6, which will be 0, right? We start moving. This will be 1. You must not repeat any points on the same point. So this is the next one, just like I did in the other one. So the next one will be what? 3, right? So we have 4, we have 5, and we have what? 6, right? So you count the 6, you draw your line from here, count 6 backward. This is 0, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it will end at that same guy there. So I'll move it to that guy. From here to 6. Right? From here to 6. So if you trace it down, you have your 6, the same line here, right? So this one also, from where you started from here, which is here, you place your compass, your rule here, and count to the next 6. So this is the 6, that will be 0, it will be another 1, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? It will be 0, it will be another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to rule from this 6, where this one ends, to 6. 6 to 6, right? So I'll use my set square, my French curve, and I'm going to join this. Take the 3 first, right? So if I take the 3 first, I will have in this. Then I'll turn it to take the next 3. And I'll have this. I'll be adjusting until I can capture the 3. So if you see this is like the 3 here, right? So I'm going to just do this way, and I'm going to join this and this, right? I'll join this and this, and I'm going to join this and this, right? So if I do that, I'll have this. So I have that. So the next thing, this will not be decreasing. The first one is increasing, from down is increasing, from top it is what? Decreasing. So this will be from here, the next one, the next line, right? Maybe I should show you what I'm trying to talk about here. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. So from here, the next line, then the next line, then the next line is decreasing, then the next line, then the next line, and this. So use your French curve and you join them together. So in joining them together, I will have in this to this point, which will be this. Then I'll turn it this to this point, which will be what? This. So depending on you, right? So let's connect here to here. And here to here. Right? So that's the other one. So where this ends, watch, I trace it down, straight down. That's where the other 6 end, and then will start. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So from here, where this is another will start. This is 6, the next, right? Then go to the next line, down to the next line, that is the next line, the next line, and the next line. So you're going to, from this 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you draw a straight line that will reach that 6 points, right? Then also, where is that? From 6 to 6. That again. And we should use the French curve and connect at least the 3 points, this to this. I'll turn it, then this to this. I'll turn it. Then I'll connect this with this, and this with this. Right, so we've done that. Then the next one, since this is increasing, this will be what? Decreasing. So from here, let's come to the next one. That is, this is 6, Abby. This one will be 5. This one will be 4. The next one will be what? 3. The next line will be 2. Is where 2 meet 2, where 1 meet 1, and this meet this. So I'm going to use my French curve, and I will connect. So connecting, I will have this to this. Then I'll turn my set square, my French curve. And I'm going to be having this to this. Right, so this to this, and let's connect these two together. This to this. Yeah, I'll come here, I'll do the same thing here. This to this. Now, there's no other space anymore. Let me take it down. So there's no any other space there anymore. So this is for the external. Now we want to do the external. In the internal, I'm going to project the internal line. So you watch and see. So for the internal, I'll project the line of the internal, and I'm going to have this. So this is the point of the internal. This is where the internal diameter starts from. So I'm going to project this as internal. The next point is the next one as internal. This is the next one as the internal. So where the line intersects with this internal diameter, that's what I'll be doing. So this is another one of the what? Internal. Then this another one of the internal. Then this is the internal here. Alright. So what I'm going to do is this. I can easily say to help myself from here, right? So this will be my 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. This is the 4, and this one is what? The 5. Right? Then the next one is what? The 6. That will it messes up. So the next thing I'll do will be this. From this topmost here, which is this point here, I'll take my t-square to that point. Right? I'm going to draw a straight line from here to touch here. Now where this last point is here, I'll trace it to that center. From there again, I'll draw another one that will touch here. I'll go to the next one, which is here. I'll come from here also, draw another one that will touch here. Then the next one from here, which is here, I'll draw another one that says coming out. I'll do that for the other aspect too, which is here. From here, I'll draw a line from here that will touch the internal one here. So from this point here, this is where it starts from, right? So it's from here, it stops here. This is where I'm stopping. So I'll move to the next one, which is on the 12 also, which is this, right? So I'll move this guy from here to what? To the 12, which is this guy here. It is the second 6, right? So I'll go to the next one. I'll move to the second 6 also, which is from here to here, right? You can see that. I'll go to the next one too. I'll move to the second 6 from here to the next 6. So this is what I'm doing. Now look at how I am going to join them. So they'll start coming down. We will start. So from here is 0, right? So where's 0? Meet 0. Remove. Then this is 1, line of 1, line of 2, line of 3, line of 4, line of 5 and 6. So where 1 meets 1 is here, where 2 meets 2 is here, and so on. So I'll just take my French curve and just join it to touch that guy from here. Those are the 3 points at least, right? I'll just change it from here to touch here. So we're coming, we'll do that as time goes on. So go, stop there, right? And the next one will come moving from here. Or better still, let me just take in it so you see what I'm talking about. So from this point, this is touching the 3. But we cannot be moving. Where 0, this is 1, this is 2. So the next one is what? Is 3. So this is 3. So we'll join those 3 points together. So those 3 points together. This together with this. Right, so I can come here and go like this. So this is touching this. I want it. Right, so I have that guy. Now we'll continue moving this 3AB. Then the next one is 4. Where 4 meets 4 internal. Is it? Where 5 meets 5 internal and 6 means it ends here. Right? So I'll move to the next one, I'll do the same thing too. So come in here. So from 6, the next one is the 5, this internal line. This one is what? The 5, this is 6, this is 5, right? This is 4 internal, and this is 3. So I'm going to join these points together from here to here. If we do that, we're having something like this. Right? Now after doing that, the next thing too, you come here also, you start moving internal. From here, this is 0. The next internal is the line of 1, which is this. The next internal is the line of 2, which is this. Right? Then the next one is what? 3. So I use my French curve and I'll join those 3. So you just pick any 3 points there. So if I do that, I'll be having something like this. If you touch in here. Right? So I'll go to the next one also. I'll do the same thing. Right? From here, internal, this is 1 for internal. So where 0, this one is 1. So this is where 1 meets 1 at this point. Then this is where 2 meets 2. And this is where 3 meets 3. So we'll join those 3 points together. Like this. So when I do that, I just join these points together here. Right? So I'm doing that. I'll have this. At this point again, from here, the 6, this is what? The line of 5. The next one is the line of 4. Then back to 3. So I'll join them together. Now, the next we'll do again is the same thing. From here, this is 6. The next line, the line of what? 5. Where 5 meets 5. The next line, the line of 4. Then this is what? 3. Well done them. Right? So, I move to the next one again. From here, this is what we have here. So we'll move forward. Now see, this is also coming down, also external. Right? So I'll do it this way. So from here, let me start from here. This external is this 5, right? The next one is what? Is 4, and this is line 4 here. So somewhere around here, right? So what I'm going to do, is I'll just take my compass. I won't let it pass that point, my French curve. So I'll just do what I have to do. Right, so I can just from here draw this point. Right, and when I get here, and just move this. You can see that. I'll come here again. This is 6. The next external here is 5. What is this? The next external is 4. It is somewhere around here. This is the line of 4. This is an external circle. This 4 to this point. So I'll join it together. From this point to this point. Right? So if I do that from here, I'm coming to this point. When I reach here, I can just join it together. I want to. Right? So the next one, I'll go back also. This is 6. The next one is 5. And then the 4, the 1 is here somewhere around. This is not it, and this is it here. So I'm going to use this to join it together. So I will not pass here. I'll just come from here and I'll stop here. I'll just do this. Right? Then the next one is this 6. The next one is 5, and the next one is what? 4 here. So I'll join this to this, but I'll not pass that point. I'll just do that. Right? So the next one is the next one again. Yes, here. So I can just, next one is this guy here. You can just extend. No, you stop at 6 here earlier, so you can just add more. You divide it into 12, and you're measuring 3 millimeter each, because 36 divided by 12 is 3, right? So I'll do the same 3, measure 3 with my meter rule, right, from 6. So I'll count from 6. I'm going to count from 6 here. Let me show you what I'm trying to do. So from 3 like this, at the last point 6, I'm going to count 6, 0, 1, 2, 3. I'll mark the first point, 0, 1, 2, 3, second point. Are you with me? And just stop there, just to allow where this will end. So if I extend that upward, I'll have this, and I'm going to have this also. So where this is 6, the next one is what? 5 external, then we have 4 somewhere around here, right? So I'll use my French curve, and I'm going to join it together, just like the way I did the rest. So join it together, I'll have something like this, right? I'll have something like that, and I'll just extend this out more to stop any of my choice. Right, so with the help of my French curve, I can just do this. I just say, okay, you should come and stop here, right, and turn it the other way around, and you should come and go here. I can just join these two together if I want to, right, and then I'll do the same thing here too, or use your free hand to just show that it is continuous. Just close it up. Any of the two of the choice. Right? So this is what we have. If you find this video helpful, please don't forget to click on the subscribe button and also click on the like button. Thanks for watching.